Hey everyone, Chaos Giga here, and today's episode is going to be all about brewing. So whether you're a newcomer and you just want to learn how to brew things correctly, or you've been playing the game for a long time and you just keep forgetting which things are required to do which potion, this is probably the video for you. So let's get right into this. For beginners, first off, I'm going to go ahead and go over everything. So like the Brewing Stand, Nether Wart, what it does, how to get started basically. If you're basically not new to the game, you could go ahead and skip down below. In the comments section, I will have it posted for each section for each potion. So let's go ahead and get right into this. This right here is the Brewing Stand. You can sometimes find these spawned. They generate in inn-ships, igloos, and they can spawn in villages, and the only way to mine them without them breaking is with a pickaxe, any pickaxe. That's something I tend to forget most of the time whenever I'm playing the game. So they are formed using the stuff back here. So let's grab this. Takes 3 cobblestone and a blaze rod to form the brewing stand. Now, in order to fuel this brewing stand, we have to take a blaze rod into a crafting table and turn it into blaze powder. And that, of course, will go right up in here in this slot here, and we could stack up to 60. A stack of 64, and they're technically 65 because the first one goes right here, and it will last forever. So just keep that in mind. One blaze powder will last a long time. I'm not even sure exactly how many potions you can make with it. I've never really counted, to be honest. But this is the brewing stand, and this is Nether Wart. These are the two most important aspects of brewing, basically. So Nether Wart being the next most important thing. The only place you can find it, basically, to start is in the Nether. It's found in soul sand gardens and Nether fortresses, and they're basically they're stairwells. If you look next to stairwells, sometimes you'll find the soul sand just lined up alongside of it, and you'll see this stuff growing in it. You'll see this Nether Wart growing in it. In 1.16, they can be found in bastions. So sometimes they'll be found in bastions in the treasure rooms, apparently, coming up. So that's another thing. And you can also sometimes find these in loot chests in the fortresses as well. Back to the blaze rod, before I forget, blazes in the Nether will drop them. So if you have a looting sword or something like that, you can basically kill them and get more than one blaze rod, which is nice. So let's get right into this. So we're going to have 3 glass bottles. In order to make glass bottles, you basically just need glass. Let me actually grab some of that real quick. So let's grab a stack of glass. So it takes 3 glass to make 3 glass bottles. So that's pretty simple, really. But and glass could be formed by any type of sand. So that's kind of the easiest portion of this to get. But anyway, let's skip to here. So first off, you want to make an infinite water source block if you can. If not, if you're next to a river with your house, then that's good too. But basically, it's 1 water source block here, 1 water source block here, and then you just always take the water from the center, and it'll always stay full. So this is basically the setup I always do for mine. Okay, now we've got water bottles with no effect. And this is your basic setup for all potions. So every potion you want to make with an effect, you have to start it this way. 3 water bottles, and then a Nether Wart. So you put the Nether Wart in, and it's already starting to brew. And this is going to form this potion right here, Awkward Potion with no effects. This is the starting point for every potion we're about to go through. A couple of things before we get into the video any further. I wanted to let people know that this right here is a resource pack that I'm using. It is called Pure BD Craft. It is available for free for the Java edition. For the Bedrock edition, you have to go to the marketplace and you have to actually purchase it. If you've just purchased the game, you'll have way more than enough coins to purchase it in the marketplace. It's unfortunate that it's not for free on the Bedrock edition, but that's the way consoles go. They want to ask for more money. It's only fair, though, because they do ask for donations. The people who created it for free to begin with for Java Edition anyway, so keep that in mind. And the other things that I want to cover are some of the items that we're going to be using, how to form them. So, for example, the Fermented Spider Eye, it takes a spider eye plus sugar and a brown mushroom to form it. Magma Creams can be formed by using a slime ball and blaze powder. They can also be farmed in the nether from magma cubes. In 1.16 update, you can find them as loot in the bastions, so that's new. Next up is the Glistening Melon. It just takes a melon slice and 8 gold nuggets. Gold nuggets can obviously be found in the nether, especially in the upcoming update, because we're going to be able to farm those from golden Nether Wart blocks, or nether blocks. I don't even know what to call them. I guess just gold blocks in the nether. These can also be bought from farmers that are at the diamond level, or master level if you will. They can also be looted, I think, from certain chests by certain chance. It's pretty rare. Same with the golden carrots, and they're formed the same way as the melon slice here, the glistening melon slice. So you just need a carrot and then 8 gold nuggets. And also these right here can be farmed very easily if you make a gold farm, which I highly recommend because it's very super easy to do. It takes a lot of time, but it's well worth it. Next is the turtle shell. It's formed by using 5 of the scoots. I think that's how it's pronounced. Might be shoots. I'm not sure. Not much of a turtle fan, I guess. Basically, you gotta breed turtles by using seagrass, and then when the babies actually grow up, they drop these. So it's gonna take a lot of breeding of turtles to get a whole bunch of these. I honestly don't see any uses for the turtle shell and stuff, but yeah. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into all the potions. Alright, first up is 2 of my favorite potions in the entire game, the Night Vision and Invisibility Potion. Now, to make all these potions, of course, you need the Nether Wart first. I've already done Nether Wart on all of these stations on down, so we don't have to worry about that for right now for the first potion I make, but the second potion we will. To make the Night Vision potions, you're going to need a golden carrot and a redstone dust just to increase the duration of the potion. So this is important to note. Redstone dust will always increase the duration of the potion, so from like 3 minutes to 8 minutes, and the glowstone dust will increase the level of the potion. So it'll make it from a normal plus potion to a level 2 potion, if you will. So first things first, we're going to put the golden carrot in. That's going to make our night vision potion. Okay, so these are the low level versions of the night vision potion. Only 3 minutes. If we put the redstone dust in there, however, it becomes the 8-minute version. And that's the version I like to use the most. Now this one down here, this right here is actually how you would go about making the invisibility potion. So all you got to do really is either you can put the carrot in first and then use a fermented spider eye and then the redstone dust, or you can do the golden carrot first, redstone dust first, and then the fermented spider eye, and it'll still turn into an invisibility potion, the stronger version of it. So let's go ahead and take this out and I'll show you that. So basically all I had to do was just create the night vision potion of 8 minutes, and then I could put in the fermented spider eye to create the second version, or the longer timed version of the invisibility potion. I'm not going to go through and do every single one of these. I'm just going to show you on this one how to do it, so how you put the stuff in, and that way you'll know through the rest of them how it's going to go. So now we got invisibility potions of 8 minutes. Alright, next up is Potion of Leaping. So this one's actually pretty straightforward. You just get a rabbit's foot. Now, if you have a pet cat, you have a chance of when you sleep and that pet cat is following you, that they'll bring you a rabbit's foot. It's a very rare chance, but you can also, with a looting sword, you can also kill rabbits and have a chance to get these too. So these are kind of rare to get. I've only gotten 2, I think, in my current survival realm, so... And that was the first time I ever knew that they existed, to be honest. So we can use a redstone dust to create the longer length one, and then we can use a glowstone dust to create version 2, which lasts a shorter duration. And then right down here we have another setup But this right here requires you to make the Potion of Leaping first, and then it turns it into Potions of Slowness. Now, Potions of Slowness can be formed by the Leaping and by this one right here, which is coming up later on, Potion of Swiftness. So you'll see that I have these sorted out to where the potions that are formed by two other versions of potions are in the center. But anyway, these right here are the main ones for the Potion of Leaping. You just use a Nether Wart, a Rabbit's Foot, and then either a Redstone Dust or Glowstone Dust. Now these right here cannot be upgraded any further. This is just the version you get. So there's only two tracks, two ways to go with it. And you can also turn that into a Potion of Slowness. So moving on to the Potion of Slowness. It can come from, of course, the Potion of Swiftness, which is formed with sugar instead of a Rabbit's Foot. Then you can use the Fermented Spider Eye and then either a Redstone Dust or a Glowstone Dust to form either version of the Slowness Potion. And a Potion of Swiftness. These are the formulas for that. Now these are again just like the Potion of Leaping. Once you've made it with either a Glowstone Dust or a Redstone Dust, it is finalized except for the portion where you can use a Fermented Spider Eye to turn the certain version of it into that version of Slowness. Now another one of my favorites is the Fireproof, or Fire Resistance is what I should say. I like to call it the Fireproof Potion just because blazes can hit you with their fire and it doesn't burn you, so it's nice. It's a very simple potion. It's literally just Nether Wart and Magma Cream to form the lower level, and then after that you can increase the duration to 8 minutes with just a Redstone Dust. Very simple formula. So this is one of my main favorite potions to use, especially when I'm trying to get Wither Skeleton Skulls. So just bear this formula in mind. It's just a Nether Wart, of course, then the Magma Cream and Redstone Dust. Very simple potion. Next up we have Potion of Turtle Masters, which are very, very weird. I don't think I've ever made these. I would assume that you'd make them into like a splash potion or a lingering potion. So there's two of them, and there's only one way to go basically with both. So you get a turtle shell into the Redstone Dust, and then a turtle shell into the Glowstone Dust. And that forms either version. And there's, I think there's 3 versions of it. Let's actually double check that to make sure, but I think there is. Yeah, there is 3 versions of the Turtle Master. So that one with the Redstone Dust, I believe, or the Glowstone Dust is one that can be upgraded further. This is the Potion of Water Breathing. This is again another very simple one. It's also very, very, very useful for when you're in the ocean biomes. I really like to use this whenever we're getting ready to make a conduit. If you're not sure what that is, don't worry. There's plenty of videos out there for explaining that, and I plan on making one in the future as well. But it starts out with a Nether Wart, of course, the Puffer Fish, and then a Redstone Dust to increase the duration to 8 minutes. 8 minutes of underwater breathing is very, very useful. Next up is the Potion of Healing. This one right here, you can find the level 2 version on the ships, the end ships, if you will. And this is actually, I think I want to go ahead and do this real quick. I think I've only used this like maybe a couple times. I think some people find it very useful, but I really don't. I find the golden apples more useful than I do the potions of healing, if we're being honest. Especially enchanted potion, or enchanted apples, I mean. If you can get your hands on some of those. Alright, so I was curious why I put the Fermented Spider Eye in there. I can't remember why I did that for some reason. But we're going to find out here real quick. So this is Potion of Healing 2. This is what you usually find on the end ships. I put a Fermented Spider Eye in there to turn it to instant damage. That's right. So the Fermented Spider Eye could be used on the Potions of Health, or Potions of Healing, instant health, 2, or 1, and it'll turn them into an instant damage potion. The only difference is the glowstone dust. You just add the glowstone dust to it to make it level 2. So, and then the potion of harming, of course, was the next one. So, and you have to use either the next potion coming up or the potion that we just made. So it'll be a Glistening Melon or Spider Eye into the Fermented Spider Eye with the glowstone dust to increase the level. So, and these are the potions of poison. That's the ones that require the spider eyes. So you have the level 2, which is formed by the glow dust, or you can have the increased duration version, which is using the redstone dust. Only the glowstone dust one is the one that you can add the Fermented Spider Eye on. That is, if you make this potion right here. Now we got the potion of regeneration. This right here could be pretty useful actually, if you don't have any golden apples, because that's what the golden apples really give you, is regeneration. Level 2s are not so useful. That's what you use the glowstone dust on top of the gas tier for. Basically, it lasts for 22 seconds, so about the length of a golden apple, whereas the other one is only level 1, but it lasts for like a minute and 30 seconds. Okay, so with just the gas tier, after the Nether Wart, it is 45 seconds. Now we put the redstone dust in, and we'll see what it is after that. Yeah, so after the redstone dust, it is actually a minute and 30 seconds, which is really nice. It's only level 1 of regeneration though, but I mean it's still way longer than 22 seconds of level 2. So next up is the potion of strength. This is one of my favorites as well. Another one. Very simple. It takes Nether Wart and blaze powders, and then you can use the increased duration of level 1, which lasts for, I think it's 2 minutes or something. So level 1 lasts for 3 minutes. Level 2 lasts for, well, not level 2. It's still level 1. It's the redstone. If you use the redstone dust, it'll make a level 1, which lasts for 8 minutes, which is the one I prefer to use. In all honesty, strength 2 lasts for a minute and 30 seconds. It's not that long, but if you're like fighting the Wither and you're to the sword point, or if you're just using a bow and then you're going to use a sword or an axe with like Smite 5, then this is probably the only one you'd actually need for the bow, just to increase your damage even more with Power 5. It's insane how much damage it'll do. But this right here is the one for level 1. So this right here will be the 3 minute, and then if you add the redstone dust, it'll be 8 minutes. And then if you just go for this one right here, it'll be the 3 minute one for level 1, and this right here increases the level to level 2, which will be a minute and 30 seconds. And then next up we have Potion of Weakness. Now, you don't want to use these on like zombies or the Wither, because they will actually heal them. And it's the same with poisons too. I believe that'll heal the Wither in them too. I could be wrong about the poisons, but I know anything that's supposed to be harmful to, like, you know, the good guys like villagers and stuff like that, it's actually going to heal the zombies and stuff like that. So this one here takes the Fermented Spider Eye and then the redstone dust to increase the duration. So it's like a 3 minute and 8 minute duration as well. No, it's 4 minutes. And then this one right here is another one for like the end. If you're having trouble with the shulkers making you float up in the air all the time, this is the potion for you. Potion of Slow Falling. Another simple one. You just got to be able to farm the phantoms, so you can get these phantom membranes. That'll give you the level 1, and then you can increase the duration to, I think it's like 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. Is that what it is? No, it's 4 minutes. So that's the level. That's the second stage of the first level. The last potion on the list for the Java edition, that's what this is Java edition. Potion of Luck. This right here is not available like in normal gameplay and survival or anything like that. The only way to get it is to be in creative mode and pull it out of the brewing section, so right in here. Basically, all it's going to do is increase the chance, or the luck chance, of your chests, so the looting of chests. And like fishing, so like you're you're fishing for stuff, this will increase your luck chance of the rarity of items that you would get from fishing and from your looting chests. That's basically it for the Java edition. We're going to move over to Bedrock real quick, and I'm going to show you some differences over there. Okay, another important thing to show is this right here before we head over to Bedrock. Gunpowder can be used to make any potion into a splash potion. So take note of that. Gunpowder is useful for the splash potion, but it has to be done after the potion is made. If you do it before, like after you've done the Nether Wart, you've just run the entire thing. You just run the potion. You can't do it until after you've made the potion. So now it's a splash potion of invisibility that lasts for 8 minutes. Now, you can go one step further on top of that with the Dragon's Breath potion. Dragon's Breath is kind of hard, but kind of not to get. Basically, when you're fighting the dragon, just have a bunch of empty bottles on you, like a whole stack of them. And each time he uses a breath attack on you, he launches a fireball, and you see that little puddle of purple stuff that it leaves behind. Just go up there with a bottle and just keep using the use click button until you completely dissipate it. So it'll completely disappear because you've gathered it all. You can just keep spamming that until you've got enough Dragon's Breath that you want for yourself or for your potion shop, and then you can go off and kill the dragon and then go back home. So this right here makes a splash potion into a lingering potion, and it has to be done this way. You have to make it a splash potion and then go into that. But basically, a splash potion you want to hit yourself with, or hit enemies with, especially if like you're throwing a splash health potion too at the wither or something to help you kill it. Then you'd want to be able to throw it at them with a splash. But if you do a lingering potion, wherever you throw this potion at, it also decreases the time that it's going to last. But it'll still be 8 minutes when you step into the lingering spot. But it's going to make that pool, like that purple pool that the Ender Dragon makes with his fire breath attacks. It's going to make that for you, and you can step into it and get the ability that potion has, or you can splash it in front of you for an enemy to walk through and it'll kill them if it's a health potion, for instance. So that's basically how you make those. So now let's head over to Bedrock. Alright, so here we are in Bedrock Edition. Now there are a few differences between Bedrock and Java when it comes to potions, and one of these is really huge, and that's basically that we can pour potions into the cauldron, which is something that we've been wanting in Java for well, ever since I played. I've heard people have been wanting it in Java ever since the brewing stuff was released, and they found out that you could do it in Bedrock. So literally I can pour health 2 potions in here, and it'll sit in there. And this is another unique ability, is that you got the potion in the cauldron. Now I can just douse my arrows or dip my arrows into that potion, and it makes all those arrows into that respective type of arrow. So that is something I would love to see in Java Edition as well. Maybe in the future the devs will work on putting it in there. But until then, it's only in Bedrock. Now, another thing that's unique to Bedrock Edition is we have the Potion of Decay. Now, this potion is not technically available through normal gameplay except for one way to get it, and that's through the Witch's Hut. I found that sometimes it is in the cauldron and in the Witch's Hut, so all you need is like an empty bottle and you can get this Potion of Decay. And it has the Wither 2 effect for 40 seconds. Or Wither effect. Let's just put it that way. It just has the Wither effect. I think it's the only level 1, and you have to upgrade it to level 2 somehow. But it's unique that you can actually get this potion only in Bedrock, but you can also actually get it in Survival, whereas the Luck Potion on Java you cannot. And that, I'm afraid, is going to do it for the Potions episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you found that informative and you liked it, please leave a like. Consider subscribing, because I plan on doing more guides like this, and I also do videos of my actual survival realm. As you can see, I play mostly in Java because I've built the farms that I build in Java in Bedrock, but they do not work. So we can't breed villagers apparently, and we can't make iron the same way that we can in Java. So it's unfortunate. So that's why I play Java more than I do Bedrock. I've only played Bedrock like for maybe a month, and then I moved off to Java because there's so much more freedom for creativity. So unfortunately, that's where I spend most of my time. But until then, my name is Chaos Giga, and I'll catch you later.